How you doing, sisters and brothers, on this blessed Sabbath? And we want to start by saying all praises to Ahaya, Hashem Yeshaya, Wawawak. And what I just said was in the ancient Phoenician Hebrew, all praises to the Most High God in the name of the Messiah and the Holy Spirit. And when we bring forth lessons, we teach and we say the true names of the Most High and the Messiah. So you won't hear any pagan god names being spoken when I'm teaching. You know, we use the Hebrew names of the Most High and the Messiah when we speak, even as we're reading in the scriptures. So I have my wife with me today. She's going to be my reader. I'm going to bring forth a short lesson today, and we're going to speak about this 4th of July and this celebration that our people are doing, you know, everywhere, you know, celebrating these days that they have no business celebrating because it's embedded in paganism and Satanism, and they have no idea what they're doing. Okay, in 1776, our people were still enslaved. You understand? And America is not a country. America is a corporation. Okay? America has been bought and sold, and actually America is owned by the elites of England. That's who owns America. So America is not a country, it's a corporation. They would like for you to believe it's a country, but that's another part of their satanic construct deception. Okay? Also, too, with Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln really did not, and you can do your research and find this out for yourself. Abraham Lincoln really did not want to release the slaves. You understand? He did it because he freed the slaves because it was political reasons behind, you know, what he did. So shoot, Abraham Lincoln does not deserve any praise for what he did. You want to give praise to the Most High and the Messiah for the Most High using these people to do his work within the earth, you know, towards his people. That's what we want to give thanks for. And this, like I say, this 4th of July holiday is straight pagan and it's straight Satanism. You understand? And we're going to go into a couple of scriptures because we always have to go into the Bible, you know, when we deal with these things, as far as this paganism and Satanism and traditions and philosophies and the things that we're celebrating that's not of the Most High, to where our people have no understanding of what they're doing and why they're doing it. Our people would just celebrate anything. The 4th of July is not for our people, okay? It's not for the Israelites, you understand? It's not for the Most High's chosen people. You don't celebrate a holiday for this pagan, satanic federation called the USA, okay? And we're going to go into a couple of scriptures. We're going to go to 1 Corinthians 10 and 20, and I'm going to have my wife read it for you so you can get a little understanding on the scriptures, you know, and how to deal with paganism and Satanism, you know, and these different worships, what we're doing that's not of the Most High. So we're going to read 1 Corinthians 10 and 20.
But I say that the things which the Gentiles sacrifice, they sacrifice to devils, and not to a higher. And I will not that ye should have fellowship with devils.
Okay, so all of these things that we're celebrating, see these different rituals, what the pagans celebrate, what we celebrate over here, they're actually sacrificing to the different demons and devils and fallen angels where they're getting their technology to. Everything is a satanic ritual over here, these pagan holidays where we're celebrating. Now we're going to go to Colossians 2 and 8.
Beware lest any man spoil ye through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Yeshua.
Okay, all of these things that we're doing, that I'm going to say what they're doing, You know, the ones that celebrate, and the ones that's in the truth, they're not celebrating, and they understand where these pagan satanic holidays come from. All of these traditions and practices that came from ancient Babylonian and ancient Canaanite religions and rituals. This is what they're doing. They're not doing this towards the Most High and the Messiah. They're doing it towards the demonic forces that's controlling the earth realm right now, who's giving them leadership and giving them instructions, you know, how to conquer and the technology that they're getting. So these practices are to demons and to devils, and it's not of the Most High, and it's not for our people. Okay, we're gonna go to the book of Amos now, the 5th chapter. We're gonna go to the 21st through the 26th verse. I'm gonna have her read it.
I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. 22. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. 23. Take thou away from me thy noise of thy songs, for I will not hear the melody of thy viols. 24. But let judgment run down as water, and righteousness as a mighty stream. 25. Have ye offered unto me sacrifices and offerings in the wilderness 40 years, O house of Israel? 26. But ye have borne the tabernacles of your Moloch and Chulin, your images, the star of your God, which ye made to yourselves.
Okay, with all of these practices, what we're doing and the worship, what they're doing in the world, you know, for us, like all of these holidays are celebrating Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving, Sunday worship, you know, thanks. And the Most High says that He's not recognizing any of that. The songs that you're singing, the food that you're cooking, the smells, He's not recognized. He says He hates, He despises the feast days that's being celebrated in the earth realm right now. So I would advise pick up the Bible and start reading it and start to research and understand what you're celebrating. Stop just celebrating everything. Our people just want to celebrate anything. Something else I want to touch on. When the Constitution was made, the Constitution did not include black people. It says black people were 3/5 of a human being, and the other 2/5 was something else. And it's still like that until this very day. You understand? So they still don't recognize you as anything. This satanic pagan federation. You understand? And lastly, I have the original words to the Star Spangled Banner. Original words to the Star Spangled Banner. Okay? Something what they don't want you to know about. Okay? And this original verses of the Star Spangled Banner, actually, the Star Spangled Banner was originally known as the defense of Fort M. Henry. That's what it was actually called at first. But once you read and research and you see the original words to the Star Spangled Banner, they're actually glorifying the murder and the killings of the slaves in the original Star Spangled Banner. That's what they're doing. They're glorifying the terror, and also with the fireworks. That's paying homage to a pagan god, and it's also glorifying the murders of all the slaves that they're murdered with the fireworks. So these people you don't even understand what you're even doing, and you have your children do these satanic practices, and you're sacrificing your children to Satan and to Moloch. You understand? So this is what's going on. So I would advise my people, you know, the law, statutes, and commandments was given to the Israelites. You understand? The ones that came over here in cargo slave ships, and the ones that still, the rest of the 10 tribes that still in the Middle East, in the Middle African area, you understand the law, statutes, and commandments was given to us. You know what I'm saying? Over here in the United States, mostly the disbursement of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You know, Judah was dispersed to the four corners of the earth. So I'm speaking to the house of Israel right now. They're still celebrating these pagan feasts, and they don't understand what they're celebrating. Okay. Lastly, I'm going to be coming out with some more videos, you know, real soon, like I promised in my first video that I made. You know, I'm going to be bringing forth that information real soon also. So I want to say, you know, have a blessed and wonderful Sabbath. And I want to give a shout out to my Israelite nation that's teaching this truth of the laws, statutes, and commandments throughout the four corners of the earth. And I just want to say to my brothers and sisters, Shalom.